Hello Gundam fans and welcome back to another Gundam kit model review. This is going to be the Master Grade RX-78 GP02A Physalis, however you pronounce that. Anyway, this is a kit for, this is a mobile suit from Stardust Memory, and this is going to be the Master Grade version of it. This kit right here is a very beefy boy, and a kit that cannot hold its own shield without some assistance. So I'm going to be reviewing this kit right here, and so hopefully this helps you and aids you in your next Gunpla purchase, because I definitely want to help out as much as I can by giving my honest opinions on these kits. Now this kit right here is one of two models that showed up within the first episode of Stardust Memory and was taken in those first episodes. I won't say by who, but we're going to leave it at that without much spoilers. So anyway, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Only you can help us out, so hit those buttons. And if I do hit that 1,000 sub mark, then of course I'm going to do a Gunpla giveaway. So anyway though, without further ado, let me go ahead and start this review right here. This is another one of those dinosaurs that has returned from the grave. Let's do it. Alright, so this is everything that comes in the box for the GP02. Okay, so we're going to start from left to right. And so on the left side here we have the shield. Of course, I had to, and I'll talk more about this, I had to actually glue the hand in there because in the 1990s and early, yeah, basically the 1990s and, yeah, I'd have to say the first year of 2000s, Bandai did not know how to do hands. So, in order to even get this thing to stay in his hand on the shelf, I had to, like, actually glue the hand in there. Sorry for all you guys crying on the inside. Anyway, this shield comes with features here. It'll allow you to store the actual weapon in there, so it definitely does that, and I'll get more into that in a moment. We got beam sabers here, and of course the effect part, which he has two. I don't remember him having a second beam saber, but I looked in the manual and I think he only had one, but they actually go right into his hips. And then here we have a little nuke, a mini nuke. It doesn't really do much. It gets stored in the backpack, which I will show in a moment. And of course we have the giant nuke launcher, which did have to have a little glue work because some of it did break right there. What do you expect? It has a little piece here that allows it to clip in the back, which I will show in a moment. And then of course the other part of it, which these two go together like so, because part of it gets stored in there. And of course we have the model kit itself, which I'm not going to show right at this moment. I'm going to get into each detail while I'm going to show the model kit. That's the point of this. But this is all the stuff you get out of the box. There's, of course, decals and a manual here, which I did put on the table. But a manual, of course, you get one of these. And then there's a little insert somewhere in my giant stack of box art. But you do get an insert that comes with it. That's pretty neat as well. That's the only thing I have to give these older kits. Alright, so here's the overview of the kit with the cannon on. The hand does go in there. It just, like I said, this shield is so heavy, and at the time, Bandai really did not know how to do hands. Like, they didn't figure out hand physics yet. But it does clip in there. So I will hold it because it's so heavy. There we go. He's got it. He's got it balancing on his toe now. So this is what the kit looks like in my hand. Of course, you got the big cannon here, which his other hand comes up to there and clips in there. The beam sabers, which again, I'm going to have to... This kit's so chunky and awkward. They go into the slots here, which I can just slide out once I get my fingers in there. And then they slide back in. Okay. So I will get to articulation in a moment with all the other parts. And there's the little hatch. The little mini nuke goes inside there. And there it is. There it is. Goes inside. I will show that going in there. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, and that closes right there to keep it in. Now there's the cannon, or the nuke launcher. It drives into a peg back there, and of course it allows it to swivel. There's even a little seeing glass thingy that comes out of there. Oh, yeah, it's gonna fall out. Yay, dino kits. Come on. I know you wanna. I know you wanna. There we go. A little piece for him to see out of right there, which, again, can be hidden. So whenever it's not on his shoulder, it can be hidden. Alright, so I'm just going to completely take this apart as I review this here. It's not a delicate kit, so things won't break easy on it, but it's not the most fun kit to mess with. So, going to the shield here, These little trap can open up like this so that you can put your effect in there. I don't remember if this does anything, but so if you just want to store it and have maybe do a beam saber pose, which you might see in this video, I don't know. I don't know who would, because that cannon's cool still for being old. Now the shield getting into more, yeah, that's the issue with a lot of it. Explosions. Not all the kit will do this, but the shield will. For some reason, they just, again, did not have this part laid out. I even super glued that, but it still came back apart. So, the shield here is literally just a couple pieces of plastic. Big plastic, of course. So, that's the shield for you. Here's the other part of this. Again, this part does move. Nothing else really moves. Nothing else does anything else. It's just there for clipping on. So, we're going to grab our boy here. So, we're going to start with the feet, of course. So the feet movement, we do have a little bit down here and right up here. Oh, something doesn't seem right. I probably didn't put a screw in there because these kits do have screws. Let's see. Oh, the screw didn't get screwed in all the way, it looks like. Oh, there goes a beam saber. Alright, so the leg movement now. Let's do the legs. He has some pretty different, as chunky as the bottom part of his thighs are, or his calves are. He does have some pretty half decent, it's okay, it's half decent at best. And of course these are just made out of huge sheets because again they didn't really have things figured out back then. The little flaps move up like this, so he can definitely do a nice little drop kick if you needed him to. These are on ball joints, so they only go out so far, so he can't really do the splits. Now the beam saber did fall out a second ago. Oh, yep, that's another issue. We'll take these off. We'll just take these off so I can show the kit. These move a little bit. The flaps move. The butt flaps have just a single back and forth. This piece is just the backpack. Of course, we got the little hatch there with the nuke in it. The arms, this thing has no inner frame, so they're just that's what you're getting. The shoulders. Now, I do have an issue here where sometimes this will come apart. And sometimes the arms will fall out. Like this one had to be like modded. Like this is glued in there. This is not gonna move. Like as much as this one is. See how this one's getting the nice range of movement. I had to physically super glue this piece in there. Because when he has the shield in there, this piece is so weak that it just flops out. Again, Bandai did not have any of the physics for these figured out at the time. So, and of course this piece keeps coming apart. Alright. Waist movement, he can kind of jiggle around. He can't do a lot. You do have a cockpit, which opens up here with the little pilot figure inside. And then, of course, on the head, you have the little bit of wiggle up in the head. It's not he can't do anything crazy, but he can just bloop. It looks like there was probably a plastic clear piece that went inside of here, but it might have fallen off, like a lot of things. I didn't show this. The arms do kind of back and forth and do allow you to do 360s, so there. Now the shoulders, I will do them right here. They are actually not the worst. They had the worst clip in, if you can't tell. It just kind of flooped off, but these do move back and forth, so you can get some nice like flying poses. Now for the time, this was actually probably pretty cool. So here we have the actual thruster, and then we have another thruster in there. But if we were to want to put them on him and then maybe do a flying pose, which I might do again for this video just to have some unique poses, we can kind of go over here, we can push this down, we can do this, and what's really neat, so this down, and then over here, if you watch right here, the whole mechanism down there moves with it, so you can do some pretty cool stuff with that. And of course both sides do that. They do clip on right here. I'll show the clip on. They clip on right there, which isn't the best connection. I wish I would have done something else with it, but again, and we'll show it on this side too. We'll push this up. It doesn't stay very well, like I said. It does not stay very well. We'll push that one down, and then just to show that mechanism again. Poof. This was probably revolutionary back in the day, but that's pretty much what you're getting with articulation for this kit. Now, that's pretty much the GP02. As much as I want to say it, please 2.0, because this kit is so damn cool. Look, I didn't even bother panel anyone's side because I got annoyed. Oh well. So, alright, and that's going to be the end of this one right here. So that was the GP02. This kit right here, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 bright slaps out of 10 because it is slightly better than its previous brothers. So that's a plus for it. So hopefully this helps you with your next Gunpla purchase. We could really use a 2.0 on this one right here. Now, hopefully Bandai does that because they had to really work on them hands. And maybe with the modern day hands, they can hold their weapons up better. So anyway, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs, and if I do by the end of the year, I'm going to do a Gunpla giveaway, and I won't announce how to win that or what that's going to be till I get there. So anyway, please help out, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Please share with your friends and family, because only you can make that happen. Until then, I'm going to be out on this one.